There is one simple thing that you can do to make any food you eat more nutritious. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. I'm a holistic nutritionist, energy healer, and hypnotherapist. And on my channel, we talk about health, wellness, spirituality, subconscious mind, and so much more. So if you are new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button, the like button, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So today we are going to be talking all about how you can make any food more nutritious, and this isn't by adding in adaptogens, although I do love me some adaptogens. It's not about taking any more supplements, none of that, and it's nothing that you need to go do or buy, because we are going to be talking all about the energetics of food. So in our current society, we are such a go, go, go society that I believe personally it's really hindering our ability to digest our food, which is actually the very first step in digestion, is not eating. It's not even smelling. It's actually the preparing of the food. And so I remember learning about this back when I was becoming a nutritionist, and this is really one of the biggest problems in our society nowadays, is that our ancestors, they made everything from scratch, everything. And so think about when you are cooking, you are smelling the food, you are touching it, you are basically coming into its energy. You are melding with the energy, you're sensing it, smelling it, seeing it. All of your senses are getting involved. You're starting to salivate as you smell it, maybe even tasting it as you go along, so you're preparing your body. We don't have that anymore. When you go through a drive-through or you have Uber Eats or whatever it is, we're not getting that whole first phase of digestion. So I'm gonna tell you and teach you though how to hack it, because not only does it begin with preparing our food, but then also just the energetics of the food that we eat. So how do we do this? Well, Dr. Edmodo, who I really, really love his work, he did this study with water. And in the study with water, he showed that if you say certain things to water or play certain frequencies, you can actually change the crystalline structure of the water. So when he was saying things like love and gratitude, and he had tons of people do this experiment to say things like love and gratitude to the water, it would actually create these beautiful crystalline, is it crystalline? Crystal structures in the water. Whereas words like hate and fear would actually create these rugged, rough, unsymmetrical patterns in the water. They even did this with playing sounds. So like metal and rap versus the top one was classical, would create beautiful crystal structures in the water. So if we can do this to water, a lot of the foods that we eat, at least fruits and vegetables, contain water. Ultimately, the idea is that everything is energy, and we can influence the energy of things that contain water and even things that don't contain water, because it's still energy. We can influence the structure of something, the vibration of something, by not necessarily manipulating, but influencing its energy. So how do we do this? Well, it all begins with gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I truly believe that this is one of the biggest game changers, honestly, that we can do for our lives. Giving gratitude and thanks to everything that we have, everything that we want, everything that's coming to us right now. And when we give gratitude to our food, here's the thing. While I'm certified in energy healing, there are so many energy healing modalities. You don't need to be certified in energy healing to do this. You simply give thanks and gratitude to your food. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do. There are certain modalities that you can do. You can, if you've ever rubbed your hands together, you can feel the energy between your hands, right? So sometimes what people do is they rub their hands together and put that directly over their food. Or what I like to do is just think of all the love and gratitude I have for my food. And whether you are religious, not religious, it doesn't really matter who you give thanks to, but just giving appreciation and gratitude. Thanking God, the universe, spirit, source, the divine, angels, the farmers, whoever it is, thank you for this beautiful food that I get to eat. And I believe that when we do this, we are actually changing the physical structure of the food we eat. And now here's the thing. I really think that it's important to talk about this because we can send energy to Doritos or we can send energy to organic, farm fresh blueberries, right? And you're probably thinking, why on earth would you even need to send energy to organic blueberries? And what's the point of sending energy to Doritos? Well, I think that it's really important to really clarify, because first of all, everything is energy. And I'm not saying that there's a time and a place for eating everything, right? Sometimes we don't always have access to organic blueberries, and nor should you be eating a diet of just organic blueberries. Nor should you be eating a diet of just Doritos. I think that there is, personally, I'm gonna say no to the Doritos, but that's just me. That's just me. But if you're in a situation where you have to eat Doritos, give love, thanks, and gratitude and send them energy, because it will shift their energy and it'll shift the vibration of the Doritos. But here's the thing, when we purchase these foods, and this is something that I think not a lot of people really understand or talk about when we talk about energetics of things, because while Doritos, packaged foods, yes, they are, they have a lot less energy than fresh foods that are grown in nature. But fresh foods that are grown in nature, depending on where you get them, if you are going to your grocery store to get them, and well, you think, well, it's an organic blueberry, it's loaded with energy. Well, think about everything that it takes to get that blueberry to your plate or bowl or smoothie or whatever it is. It has to go from the farm. The farmer has to pick it. The farmer, after they pick it, has to then deliver it to the store. So it has to go through this transit. The store, then it has to be unloaded from the delivery vehicle to the store, then from the store to the shelf, then from the shelf to your cart, then from the cart through the checkout person, then from the checkout person to your refrigerator. There's a lot of steps and a lot of people and a lot of energy and a lot of different vibrations and frequencies that are coming in contact with this one blueberry. So that's why I'm always going to, I personally love going to the farmer's market because we cut down on all of these people, right? But I get that that's not feasible and possible for every single person and for every single thing that we eat. So even though this organic blueberry can be packed with tons of nutrition, it still is picking up all of these frequencies and energy along the way. So even though it's an organic, beautiful blueberry, I still believe that sending our food energy of love and gratitude is so important. Because even if it is the most nutrient dense thing on the planet, there has still been other people who have touched it, who have come in contact with it. And so I think that by sending our food love and gratitude, not only do we change the crystalline structures in it, but I think what this also does is it creates this resonance and frequency and harmony so that we actually become an energetic match for our food. Because if we're sending our food our energy, then all of a sudden that food takes on our energy. So when the food enters our body, it is of a similar frequency, and so our body can actually absorb it more. This is my theory. I've never read about this, but I believe this to be true, and so take it or leave it. That's what I believe. And I think that we can create, it's all about energy. It's all about energy. And so even if things are, I don't really like to label things as like good or bad, but I do believe that we have the power to influence the things that we eat. And I think that if we're just mindlessly putting things into our mouth and hoping, I mean, we have amazing bodies that do so much for us, and truly what we put them through, I think, is just that they actually function is amazing. But if we're just going through a drive-through and eating in our car and not really thinking about the energy of our body and giving our body that opportunity to become a vibrational match for our food, to express gratitude for our food, and to have this opportunity to raise the frequency and vibration of our food, then it's not going to be working for us as much as I believe it could. I mean, why do you think grandma's cooking tastes so much better? Because she cooks with love. You too, my friend, can cook with love. You can eat with love. You can send love to your food. And so whether you've cooked it or not, you can still send it love. And so everything you eat, I believe is an opportunity to receive love. And so again, you don't need to be an energy healer. You don't need to be certified in any special things. You have love within you that you can send into your food, and it's so easy to give appreciation, love, gratitude, and just so much. There's so much to be thankful for. The fact that we even get food to eat in and of itself, that we have refrigerators and pantries filled with food. If you're watching this, you have a smartphone or a computer, and so my guess is you have a refrigerator, right? And that alone is something to be so grateful for. And by just expressing love and gratitude, we can influence the molecules so that our food works for us. So with that, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I am sending you all infinite love and light.